today is the first day of the week, Monday, the 11th of February. Today my plans include sweeping and mopping because I have a cleaning schedule. And obviously things get cleaned as they get dirtied, but I use that schedule so for like a more intensive clean. Like if something gets spilled on the floor or Cooper has an accident, I obviously clean it up. I don't just wait till Monday. But on Monday I sweep and mop the entire floor of the whole house. I'll probably clean the kitchen too, just because it gets dirty every time you cook something, and it's not been cleaned up after breakfast yet. I just showered. I've got my little microfiber kitty cat ears that I got when I was in South Korea. I love this thing. I plan to go to the store later. I need to get hamburger buns. We had hamburger buns from Sloppy Joe's last week, and I didn't want them to go bad, so I've been eating them with breakfast instead of regular toast. I've been having kind of like an egg burger with just egg on it. It's actually really good, I promise. But today, as I was fixing the last one, I realized, oh, I'm making turkey burgers on Friday, so I need buns. I'm also gonna try to get just like a cheap little pitcher because I had to buy my limes and lemons in a pack of 3. I didn't need 3, I just needed like 1 of each. So I'm going to get a pitcher to fill with water and put those in there to flavor it. That way they at least get used. We have a pitcher, but it's a filter, and I don't think I should put the limes and lemons in there. Or even if I should, I just don't want to. So that is pretty much the plan for today. So right now I'm about to make Cooper some more chicken and rice since he is almost out. So I just thought I would show you how we do that. Now, I usually make it up to the 4 line for him, and that'll last for almost a week. So you're gonna do 4 measuring cups of rice. Then you're gonna go to the sink and fill it with water to that number 4 line. So I'm not gonna season it or anything for him. We're just gonna add a can of chunk chicken breasts. Gonna mix 1 cup of these frozen vegetables in there. And I'm going to cut up some celery and add that in as well because Cooper really likes celery. Alright, just gonna get the little paddle. You give all of that a good stir. Alright, close them up and turn them on. And select our setting. And there you go. Once it's done, I will let it cool down for a while, and then I will put it in some Tupperware so Cooper can have dinner. So Cooper can have dinner. Tuesday, February 12th. Off to a bit of a rough start today because I woke up to find Cooper had is now tall enough to get things off of the TV stand, and he got my glasses. Popped one of the lenses out. Both of them are, I managed to halfway put it back in, but they're scratched beyond use. You can't see out of them, so that's great. And I have a band-aid on my thumb because I sliced my finger while I was cutting, of all things, a lemon. So that felt extra painful. But other than that, it's been a pretty boring day. Trained Cooper a little bit. He's almost got the hang of lie down. But I was using squash because he likes squash, but I didn't want to give him too much because I didn't want to upset his tummy. But we really can't train him with his dog treats because he likes them too much. He gets too excited, and so he just won't listen. He just wants to get the treat. But you know, I didn't want to give him a whole lot of squash, make him sick to his little tummy. So he is just pouting in the corner right now because he got in trouble for peeing in the floor. So plan for today, me and my husband might go somewhere. We're thinking of going to the bank maybe, and then we need to get a real set of cutting knives because that little tiny knife I have, it's done me good the last year. It was nice, it's good and sharp, and it was, you know, good just for something to have when I was by myself in my apartment. But after cutting myself with it again, I decided I need real knives. Because like cutting a squash with it last night was awful. The squash was so big and the knife is so little. So I tried to cut cabbage with it once, and it took an hour and a half to dice up enough to make 7 cups of cabbage because it just wouldn't cut through it. So I was having to pull off each leaf and dice each leaf of cabbage. So we might do that today, but we might not because starting at 1 it's supposed to snow really bad. The whole rest of the night we're supposed to get like another foot or so, I think. So yeah, I'm sick of the snow. And on the cleaning list today is the kitchen and the living room. I've not done it yet. I'll probably do it after lunch because I'm just really tired. And yeah. Sit. Good boy. Stay. 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 Get it. Good boy. So today is Wednesday, February 13th. I'm still no new glasses just yet. I'm a little closer to the camera than usual because we have stuff all over the table. We bought a printer yesterday and we don't have anywhere to put it other than the dining room table. He got himself, I think it was actually just this summer, a S-Watt, just Samsung Gear S3. And right after he got it, the new one came out. So he's been waiting for that to go on sale some, and yesterday when we were at the PX, it was on sale. So he went ahead and got him one, and he just gave me his old one. I have a prettier band coming in the mail, but I think it's pretty cool. I've been kind of jealous of him ever since he got it, but they're so expensive, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy one. But, you know, he got himself a new one, so I just got his old one, which is fine. The band is kind of uncomfortable. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to wearing a watch, but. So plan today, I'm gonna clean the bedroom and the bathroom, right? Wednesday, bedroom and bathroom, yeah. Wasn't really sure what to do today, and so I thought I would talk for a little bit about my lot of headroom. That looks awful. Please don't fall. Okay. That's a little bit better. I thought I would talk about my education experience, my college. Just tell everybody a little bit about that if you don't know. I graduated in December from Western Kentucky University with a Bachelor of Arts focused in film. When I was in high school, I watched a documentary. I don't even remember what it was now, honestly. I know I had something to do with film. And for STLP, if anybody doesn't, I don't know, I assume that's like a nationwide thing, but if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's the Student Technology Leadership Program. And so one year we decided to make a movie for it, and I played the part of director, and I loved it so much. Our movie was not very good. It wasn't terrible to be like a bunch of 15-year-olds who'd never made a movie before. The next year, we also did a film. We adapted the yellow wallpaper. That was really bad. I mean, we had a great time, and like for what kind of budget, which was none. The only reason we even had a set was because our Spanish teacher, who was the STLP leader, she really wanted to help us out with it. But our Cinemania that year got second place. That I think I can find also if anybody wants to see it. It was just a short little skit about there were certain characters, I don't remember all of them, but something that we had to have in there was salt. So we made our whole thing around salt. It was like a mad scientist who was obsessed with salt and ends up blowing up the lab in the end. I'm in that one for like the last little bit. But I loved it. I loved doing those things with my friends. I loved directing those little movies. And so I looked at schools, and WKU was the only school in Kentucky with a film production major, not just like film studies. And so that's why I decided to go there. I had a good friend who was coming there with me to be a theater major. I think it's interesting, we both went into it knowing what we wanted to do. I wanted to be a director, she wanted to be an actress. And by the end of it, both of us were like, not for me. Because she found, when she got to school, that she liked to sew a lot, and she loved making costumes, and so she started doing the costuming things with the theater and found that she loved that way more. So I can link her Instagram to her cosplay page in the description. I mean, she is amazing. It's crazy how good she is. So that was a little bit of a tangent. I don't know if you guys have noticed watching my videos just yet, but I have ADD. I just get distracted. I'll be in the middle of a sentence and I just forget what I'm saying. And that's a whole nother story. But so I got to school. I was gonna be a director. I was so excited. I got to our film production labs and started taking some classes with directing and realized it was not for me. It was so not for me. When it's with a group of friends, it's a lot of fun and there's no pressure. But when you're actually a director with, and I have some I'm really awkward and have some anxiety, so when you're with a bunch of people that you don't know that good, it's hard for me to boss them around. And I know, when you're on set, nobody's gonna be mad because most of us got along. It's just, it wasn't for me. I found I don't love being on set that much, to be honest. I don't hate it. I like doing script supervisor work, but as far as a DP, director of photography, or just director, or even the first AD who's just running everything, I don't know if I could handle that. So I found I like more pre-production work, planning things, and screenwriting. Screenwriting is my favorite. I love it. I could do it all day. I wrote a script that I really loved and was really proud of, and when I got a new computer, I realized I didn't save it anywhere, so I lost it. It was really sad. So that was my major, and my minor was Chinese, and I love Chinese. I took three different languages while I was at school. I did French for a year, which I kind of liked. I was just doing it to meet the requirement, and then I did Korean for a year, and I loved Korean, but it's so hard. Korean grammar is crazy, to me at least. It was so hard. I can read Hangul still, Hangul. Korean writing. I can't even pronounce it. See, I can read it like super fast, super easy. I know what like the letters are, but I don't know what it means. When I went to South Korea, I could read all the signs. I just didn't know what they said. So like when I was on the subway by myself and I was bored and like my phone was kind of low battery, I would just like read all the advertisements just for fun. Obviously being there, I picked up on it a little. I already knew the numbers, but I kind of forgotten them. But you know, when you're listening for numbers to be called, it kind of comes back to you. And then when I was taking Korean, I took a Chinese calligraphy class and I really liked that and I liked the teacher. So once I was finished with my year of Korean, I decided to switch over to Chinese. You can have a Chinese major, and I was gonna do that, but then Peng Laoshi, the Chinese advisor, the Chinese teacher who's over all of it, was telling me that you have to study abroad or you can't be a Chinese major. And I was like, oh, I don't have time or money, I can't afford that. So I just switched it down to my minor, and then recently one of my friends was like, you don't have to, you can get your credits here. And I was like, oh, okay. But Chinese, if I could have stayed at WKU one more semester, I could have made it a second major, but I couldn't afford to stay there one extra semester, and my husband was coming to New York and I didn't want to not go with him because I already had a degree. So I was like, okay, I know Chinese fairly well enough that I don't think I need to make it my major. I'm not fluent or anything, but I do speak quite a bit of Chinese. I know quite a few characters. I can mainly just talk a lot about school, myself, and my family. But the Chinese program at WKU is just like the bomb. It's the program is amazing. The teachers are all great. They all really care about their students, and it's so much fun. I wish I had more chances to still practice Chinese. In my head, I speak to myself in Chinese all the time and try to translate things that I'm, like when I have a thought, I try to translate it. So I guess I can try to speak a little bit of some Chinese for you guys. Let me think what to say. My tones are awful, by the way, so if anyone listening to this speaks Chinese, I struggle with my tones. I can barely hear the difference, so. 你们好，我的中文名字是杨丽。我是3年级的中文学生，在西肯塔基大学。我有4个妹妹和3个弟弟。我的家很大，我有1只猫，还有1只狗。我很喜欢学习中文，因为我觉得挺很漂亮。但是一点难。我也觉得汉字非常漂亮。我可能写很多汉字。我觉得我的中文差不多很好，可是我可以进步。So that was that. I kind of just made all that up as I went, so hopefully some of it makes sense. Yeah, as far as Korean goes, I can't really talk much. I can introduce myself. Caitlin Young입니다. Or 제 이름이 Caitlin Young입니다. 반갑습니다. 사랑해. 어떡해. I know mainly just like words and phrases in Korean as opposed to like actual sentences. I used to know a lot more, but I've not practiced it in quite a while, so I don't remember any French. I can still count, and I still know like je ne veux, something like making it negative. That's pretty much all I remember. But yeah, I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit instead of just making you watch me clean all day. I don't know if you've noticed, but pretty boring around here during the week when it's just me and the animals because they both sleep all day. Cooper gets excited sometimes, but he's a pretty lazy puppy. He likes to go lay by the door, soak up the cool air. I guess it's too hot for him in here, but I actually don't know where he is right now, so he's probably doing something he shouldn't be, so. But yeah, that's that. I'll see you guys later. it is Valentine's Day. I decided not to bother setting up my makeshift tripod because there's just so much stuff on this table. We didn't really have any plans for Valentine's Day today. I think Saturday we're going to try to go out for lunch together. Since it's Thursday, I'm going to change the litter box and clean the laundry room and do some laundry. There's some in right now. The video yesterday didn't have much of a conclusion because I was contacted by a neighbor asking if I could babysit, so I went over to her house, and obviously I didn't film while I was there because that would be really weird and creepy. The kids were sweet and we had a good time. They were really easy kids. And so I didn't get dinner either, but it was a cream cheese and cheddar chicken. And I know cream cheese on chicken sounds weird, but I swear it's delicious. So that will be in the description. I didn't make it, my husband made it and had it ready when I got home. I'm currently exporting yesterday's video. My first video, the editing was awful. And I've learned I need to try to edit it every night instead of waiting till Sunday because it took a long time. And the editor I use is a free editor and it's not that great. And maybe it's just because I haven't really completely figured it out yet, but the more stuff you add, the smaller each clip gets, and then it gets harder and harder to move them around. So there's all these blank spaces that I just kind of can't get it to move, because if you can't click on it, if you try to click on it, it just drags it and messes the whole thing up. So hopefully once I start working and can have a little bit more money, I might buy an Avid subscription, even though I hate Avid. It's better than what I got right now. So that is the whole plan for today. If I end up doing anything interesting, I'll let you guys know about it. Okay, so I'm just gonna film this really quick while my husband's in the shower because I still feel kind of awkward filming with other people around. We're getting ready to go to Olive Garden to use up all of those gift cards that we got for Christmas, and that's gonna be our Valentine's Day thing. He's a little sick, and I think I might be getting it too. But this is the plan today. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna play D&D, some Dungeons and Dragons with my friends at about 1 p.m. We'll probably play for 2 or 3 hours, maybe longer if we can. And that is the plan. So it is Saturday today. Olive Garden went well yesterday. We had a good time. And the plan today, we're going to go to Big Lots to finally get a desk and maybe a bookshelf. They're having their President's Day sale this weekend. So we're gonna go take advantage of that and go to the grocery store and get some stuff for that. And that is the only plan for today.